Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a simple, colorful project to share with you featuring some brand new, gorgeous designs by Kathy Zielske from the latest Born to Sparkle release. When I saw this background cling color wheel, I was like, Kathy Zielske, I know you didn't design it for me, but I like to pretend that you had me in mind because it's right up my alley. I love it. I'm going to emboss resist. So I'm rubbing down a panel of Nina Solar White with my magic powder bag. Going to ink this color wheel background cling up with Versamark ink. Now, anytime I emboss, I always like to stamp it twice to make it nice. And if I'm feeling like, feeling frisky, I might even stamp it 3 times, just to, you know what they say. I don't know what they say, but sometimes I just like to say, you know what they say. Okay, so I'm pouring on some clear embossing powder. This is Simon Says Stamp Clear. When I do emboss resist, I like to use clear. Some people like to use white. Do whatever works for you. But I've been using clear for years, and I just kind of dig it. So I'm heating that with the heat gun. Then I'm going to start adding the color with this delicious new Distress Ink color, Salvaged Patina. And shut the front door. I love this color so much. It's like the perfect mixture between Mermaid Lagoon and like a cracked pistachio. But when you give it a side of twisted citron, you can just forget about it, honey. It's like heavenly. And of course, I'm going in rainbow order using a color wheel. Now, I remember seeing Kathy Zielske's project and some others. When they do the color wheel, they fill in each square with a different tone. You know how the color wheels are, like light, darker, darker, darker. You can do that, or you can be lazy like me and just give it a once over with some Distress Ink and call it a day. It's still gorgeous no matter how you color this thing. I really don't think you can go wrong. And so I just keep on adding color, and then I'll go back in and try to get a smooth transition between each color. Now this one here is another one of my faves, the KITSCH Flamingo. So I know that Tim Holtz probably didn't design these colors for me, but I like to pretend that he had me in mind when he did KITSCH Flamingo and Salvaged Patina, because they just tickle my fancy. Now, I think this color here is Candied Apple, and then I think I got those two out of order. Technically, the Candied Apple should come right after the orange, and then the KITSCH Flamingo, but I'm too far in the game now, you know what I mean? Too far to turn back. I'm not going to start over. It's not too bad of a boo-boo, but technically should have been the other way. We're just going to roll with it. So now I'm doing a little blueprint sketch. And I actually got lucky here, rounding out, because I wasn't really paying attention to my spacing. But it all worked out in the end. Now between the blueprint sketch and that Salvaged Patina, I'm going to fill in that gap with a little Mermaid Lagoon. And every once in a while, I'll go back over a color if I thought that it needed more, or to try to get a smooth transition. I always like to go over with a dry paper towel just to get any excess ink that's sitting on that embossing powder. Now, I wanted to cut out this circle, pulled out the nested circle dies, and the largest circle in the nested circle die, it was like it was meant to be. So now I'm covering this thing with foam tape. I'm going to pop it up on the top left corner of a white card base. Then I'm going to take it off camera and just trim off all that excess. We're going to move on to the sentiment, which is a brand new Kathy Zielske die. It's called the SWOOPY Thank You. I love it so much. I'm doing vellum and some silver foil. This is from the Concord 9th Neutral, Neutral Foil Pack. And I said this before, but this is the foiliest foil I've ever seen. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to do thank you. And then to stack it up, because dimension is life, I did about 3 more out of white. And I'm using some Elmer's spray adhesive to stack up these little die cuts. Now I have a scrap box that I like to spray in. I've got my window right next to my camera, which I open up. And or you can go outside, or you can just breathe in those fumes. Just kidding. Okay, anywho, and then top it off with the silver. Let me tell you about another new thing I did today. Every day I've been doing something new. Since hubby's not here, like fixing the toilet, unclogging a sink, changing a furnace filter, putting in the salt in the soft water. Today, I broke out the charcoal grill, fired it up. I've never done a charcoal grill. Like, I bought a little chimney at Walmart. You put the coals in. You heat up those coals for 20 minutes. Pour in the hot coals into the bottom of your grill grate. Slap on the top grate. Put those burgers on and go to town. I'm going to tell you what. I felt pretty good about myself. And I might just have to try it. Maybe some shish kebabs might be in the near future. Now, I embellish it with a few of these little clear drops by Little Things from Lucy. And this card is finished. It's very simple, clean, lots of white space, rainbow color wheel, and then that gorgeous silver foil swoopy thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.